Welcome back, everybody, to another game of chess. I'm adding some music in the background to make it hopefully a little bit more enjoyable. So we're on the road to 1400. We've been on a bit of a winning streak. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it by saying such a thing. And we're playing as black today. And we have d4. And unfortunately, all of our openings for black, we don't have a d4 opening. So we're going to go d5 and just see how it goes. Some common things. I know Queen's Gambit, London. That's really all I know. And they play Queen's Gambit. I know that this is an Albin counter Gambit, but I just don't know it. Just don't know it enough. I want to play tricky things to get people out of theory, but at the same time, they say um, play a little bit more solid. So I'm going Queen's Gambit declined. It's kind of really all yeah, when it comes to d4, I am, oops, I just don't have as much opening theory, I guess. Not as many people seem to play it, at least from the games that I've been in. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So they do knight c3. I'm gonna do knight f6, uh, queen's knight variation. Doesn't really mean anything to me. I don't know this variation. I'm thinking of eventually putting this there. They could kick us out, but I could maybe take and put on some pressure that way. But yeah. I want to say in this type of position, this is a move, and then maybe taking that way, and then putting our knight here. I think that's because I know in d4 openings they say um, to also use the c pawns. That's kind of what the whole deal is with the Queen's Gambit. So we might try to do that. They pin us. Should we do something like this maybe? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, something like that. Let's just play. Let's just play this way. And then maybe I'll put my knight here, and in case of this, then I can take that way. Maybe. Maybe that's it. This bishop isn't getting out any time soon on this way, so I might be going fianchettoing this way or something, maybe. Maybe that's it. So we'll see. I know that there's some tricky lines in the Albin counter gambit, but those lines, I mean, rarely work out, if you ask me. Okay, so it's kind of strange. I guess they're, trying to work in a taking in case that happens. So if I were to go here, I mean, actually, if they were to take, I could just replant myself. So yeah, if they take here, I can just replace my knights because I was worried about losing contact over here, especially if I was gonna take this way. But luckily, that's no longer the case. And now if this, I will go here. That's just my plans. That is my plans. We'll see how they go. We're only 5 moves in. I feel exhausted a little bit. Okay. So yeah, this was my plan. I'm going for it. If they don't take, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not quite sure. I'll probably castle soon. Maybe try to kick this out, see what they do. Okay, so they take that way. I'm gonna take this way. So we've lost the center pawn, unfortunately. But we can still take one back. Now in this position, if they were to take this way, I could. Queen's Gambit decline modern variation. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh no. Now this is looming. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of, whoops, oh my god. I kind of saw this coming. But if they take, I can take. Hmm, that was smart of them. Do I want to take? Let's castle as well. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Maybe I should have taken, because now I'm worried about this. But no, we should still be fine. Actually, no. Now, if they do take, but I can take without. Um, what do you call it? Nobody would be. The bishop is weak. Nobody would be defending this. So we only got the knight defending. I don't know. Maybe even something like this and this. But then if you were to take, I would have to take. But then you could still take, and I could still take. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Ooh, 10 moves in. 10 moves in. We've castled. We can take an assessment. We got an isolated queen's pawn. Isolated queen pawn. IQP. I kind of forget. I know that apparently this is a well-documented structure and everything. But at the same time, I know they talk about like getting in front of the pawns and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Other positional things that have happened. C file is completely empty or completely open. We have semi-opens on E and D. Material wise, we are equal. Ooh, and just a lot of stuff is going on. That's interesting. How can we do this? How can we do this? Applying pressure, pressure, pressure. Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, so if they take, I'm thinking of here maybe. This is protected twice, 3 times actually. Oh, no, twice. So yeah, going here, and then maybe hitting this way. Maybe, maybe, maybe. What are other ideas? Are there even other ideas? I don't know, part of me is thinking maybe here. But yeah, this should win us a pawn. Because yeah, if they were to move here or here, and I moved out of the way, this pawn is protected by this knight. And then maybe, we'll get our pieces here into the center soon. Okay, okay. So, here I come. And this normally doesn't work because of this and then a hanging pawn, but luckily I got a knight right here already protecting this pawn. Which took a bit of a journey not normally taken. So we got our opponent's knight hanging here. Interesting. What are the repercussions? What are the repercussions? I guess this is gonna be hanging, but this is gonna be hanging. And you can't hit me with a fork, I don't think, because I'm covering this way and this way. So is this just something our opponent didn't calculate correctly? Let's find out. Because now we got two hanging knights. These knights are incongruous with each other. This knight can't advance into our position any further. I don't see them linking up or a simultaneous defense. So, should be looking good as far as I can tell. Our pawn is hanging, that is true, but you know, we're up a pawn. Our opponent has issues at the moment. Again, I'm not familiar enough with the theory of the Queen's Gambit to tell you what was or wasn't out of the ordinary. I do feel like some of these trades maybe. Yeah, this is probably the moment they you know, made a mistake, especially going back here. I was thinking maybe here would have been a little bit better, just because it's protected, it's on an outpost. So maybe that's something that they should have done. But yeah, then yeah, after this and after that trade, not sure what exactly they might have miscalculated. Maybe they didn't see that the square was defended. They could go here maybe. I can see, but maybe we'll just take this way to kind of anchor ourselves in, kind of dig our heels in. Maybe. Yeah, 'cause if they move here, attacking our bishop, we don't want to trade this way. Although if I do take this way, I would be defending this bishop like this. So that could be fine. I think our opponent is really trying to reckon with this new reality that they've created here with these series of trades. This bishop is looking really strong. This knight is undefended, but is doing its thing. So we're looking pretty good. So yeah, d4, Queen's Gambit. What do other people recommend? Alvin counter Gambit is something I've seen, but I know that there's just like that one main trap, and after that I'm just like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't even know the trap well, so it's like, what's the point of even trying to do it and trying to come up with the trap on the spot? It's something I just can't do. It's all good. Hopefully our opponent isn't just sandbagging. If so, we might have to report them in. If that's the case, I'll try to cut all this out. Oh, our opponent moved. They moved our queen out. Very unexpected. I want to take this way, maybe. I'll probably move in. At least they linked up here. Okay, we could do something like that, but I feel like that is absolute lunacy to try to take this. Even though we have a bit of an advantage. Should we claim some open files? I feel like we should. I am nervous. Okay, we can move here to protect our knight. We can also move maybe here. This is also now kind of interesting. can hit us with a check here, which is kind of annoying, pushing us back. And maybe, I don't know, that's kind of interesting. I am just going to try to claim some space here. Some other ideas I'm thinking, putting myself on the second rank. Taking this, they would take. Taking here. So that's an idea. Yep, okay, so I was kind of afraid of that. What else? What else you got coming? I am a little nervous. We'll see, we'll see. You got something special cooked up? Our opponent, I don't know, must have gone to the bathroom or something. Which, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. They're still taking, you know, a decent amount of time. Honestly, you know, 5 minutes. It doesn't look like when you look at the numbers that they used up a ton of time, like 5 minutes. Doesn't seem like a lot, but they are now under 4 minutes. What were we, 15:10? So, I mean, we're playing moderately quick. I wouldn't say it's lightning speed or anything. Yeah, part of me wants to move here, threatening this. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, I still don't know. Well, I think I can still retreat this way. I can retreat this way. I got every other one of these. Maybe not this one or this one currently at the moment. If they move this one, I don't have to. I should just move like this. I could actually win a tempo like that as well. This is hanging, so. And that's no good. This is no good. They got one move, which is here. Yeah. Okay. This isn't quite the same move anymore. I can now move here, which is interesting, but does that give me anything? Same thing with this. Yeah, ooh, actually, okay, so, ooh, hmm. Something I thought of real quick. I was thinking of moving here, so I could put some pressure on that and put some pressure on this. However, I'm afraid of losing control over here because that would be a checkmate. But if I were to move here, it doesn't look like they can immediately challenge our bishop. They're 2 moves away from here, and this is covered by that. I don't see anything here, here. Both of their rooks are also kind of on standby. Here is actually not as targetable because this exists. I could try to do something like this eventually, maybe. But this is what actually no, because if they were to take and then they were to take, well, maybe I'd just move back here. I'd be covering this with my queen. If I be, was this irresponsible? Maybe. Or I could still try to boot them like that. weakening my dark squares significantly. They don't have a dark squared bishop though. And they also don't have a ton of time to calculate. So could just be doing material advantages and take it from there. Oh yeah, we'll see. So yeah, here. And I got my pawn structure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be fine. It's just okay. I think they failed to see the threat of this. And I'm still covered this way. And now I have checks. So, yeah. If they move back, I'm just gonna move back like this. What else? Oh no. I think we're getting close to the end of this game. Our opponent is being admirable at this point, but I guess it's never okay. There it goes. All right, good game to our opponents. Like so many other things, it does seem like a couple of mistakes by our opponent in that kind of opening area, and just wasn't able to recover. And they took a huge long thing, so they got down in time. So these things happen. All right, let's kind of review the game. I'm gonna move my camera. Oh wow, we played 95%. Our opponent did not play bad, 82.5%. Wow, for not knowing theory, we played decently well there. We've been having a great move almost every game for a good long while. Wow. No blunders, no mistakes. I don't know if you can see this. I am just I'm just gonna move myself completely off the screen so I can show off here a little bit. 0 inaccuracies, 0 mistakes, 0 misses, 0 blunders. Played like a 2100. Excellent in the opening and great in the middle game. Our opponent played great in the opening. It played like an 1850. 82.5, 95.7. This is an amazing result for me, especially playing in the Queen's Pawn or D4, D5, where I feel like I don't know enough theory. So it's a great thing to see. We're gonna start our review. Going back to the whatchamacallit evaluation through the game, it's actually incredibly balanced, and then our opponent just seems to blunder. So Queen's Gambit declined. He said this is the Queen's Knight opening to just develop our knights. They pin, we unpin, giving them the option to take. I was surprised that this is a book move. I thought that this was a little bit more dubious. I don't know why, but I mean, it's just something that makes 100% sense. And this, I was satisfied. I'm incredibly satisfied. Okay, so this is the first time where it's just like, all right, it's fine. I can live with it too. Supposedly that's also good. Yeah, I'm just watching here. At this point, it's really hard to say. Or ooh, yeah, and then that's just it. Blundered this, and that's pretty much it. At this point, I am, yeah, I feel like it's hard, obviously, to look at this and be like, what else could we have done differently? Yeah, the thing with the Albin counter Gambit, it's just not solid enough, I guess. And like I've been watching more content that's like, if you want to get solid, just play solid chess. Stop trying to be fancy, which is hard to acknowledge, I guess. But this is an example, like where I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to play the position, I guess. Um, and coming up with stuff, and lo and behold, we got 5 moves out of theory. Um, so I guess we can, try to figure out. Okay, so that is better, taking away from the center, which surprised me, but I guess we avoid getting into that isolated queen's pawn structure. So that's move. This is best. This is best. That's interesting. I was thinking about it. I mean, I always feel like, the whole, I mean, like, what's the point, honestly? I mean, most of the time they are either keep, or trading. And I guess my knight isn't pinned, so I'm not beholden to stay here, but I don't have a plan on deploying the knight anywhere, so, what's the point? This, I always think of Caro-Kann structures, where, again, just peeling away from the center and then loading up on the queen side. But, this is more of a French structure, to be honest, because I'm blocked in this way. This is also just good. What would be better is, what do you think about that now? What do you think about that? Okay, that's interesting. Honestly, I don't see the differences. They seem very minute. Yeah, that's a great move. This is not the right idea, and that's unfortunate for our opponents. Yeah, and then that, like, also not good. I'd be getting them out this way. Also not good. Huh. Gives away a free knight. I guess this one is still hanging. Yeah. So this is X-rayed. So I don't know, maybe, okay. Defending this way. That's interesting. Okay, what else? What else is there to learn from? Yeah, I was afraid of this. Again, this wasn't, yeah, it's just, minute changes in move order, but, eventually, if we get higher rated, some of those things will really be the difference makers. But we got away with it again today. Again, like, so much of the time, it's just who makes the first mistake, and we've been pretty lucky the last few games. We aren't putting much of a dent in this whole thing, but I don't even know if that's something I should be concerned about at this point. But good game to our opponent. We should really kind of get more into, I guess, Queen's Gambit decline structures, just trying to figure out what we're doing, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. But it's nice to see that we can pull it out if we need to. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.